Ranger. A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver. The Lone Ranger.
Kimasabi, me find last week newspaper down by spring.
Yeah, it must be from that wagon train that camped here last week.
But it have news a friend from Forgan's Flat, Kimasabi. Listen. Honored Mr. and Mrs. All shirts washed free for 1 week, start May 1st. So you come clean to Chinese wedding of Li Po and Miss Ma Lin Soon.
Li Po?
Him our old friend, Kimasabi.
Our good friend, Tonto. So this is Lee's wedding day.
12 o'clock, right after stage come in with bride from China.
We can just make it. We'll take a shortcut over to the stage trail.
We go to friend's wedding?
Tonto, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Let's put out the fire.
All right, driver, get your hands up. All the way. Get outside and keep your hands up where I can see them. This is the end of the line for you, China doll.
Fellas are making a mistake. She's just a letter bride coming out here to get married. She's got no money. She don't even speak English.
We got company, brother.
Stagecoach break down, Kimasabi.
Oh, hold up. Come on.
Come on, make yourself comfortable, doll. Let's go. Head for Furnace Creek. Straight ahead. One step nearer, she's done for. You follow it, she got a dead gal. Sabi? Now get back down that road. Make tracks. Both of them.
We have no choice, Tonto.
Them crazy men. They'll kill her for sure.
Get back down that road where we can see you. All right, mister. I'm taking you at your word. But if anything happens to that girl, I'll track you down if it's the last thing I ever do. Come on, let's get back to the cabin.
It's only the beginning, Tonto.
Kimasabi, why you think them take Li Po's girl?
That's what we're going to find out. It's what I think it is. It should be torn out by the roots. Come on.
What you so jumpy for, Li Po?
Stage, she late today, but Li Po not jumpy.
Oh, no, you're like a lizard on a hot rock.
What's the matter? Are you afraid your mail-order bride missed the boat?
Maybe your folks forgot to tie a ticket on her. No taking no surety, huh?
They not forget. I sent ticket. She come long way just for me.
Stagecoach are coming. Stand back, folks.
Hitch up your prices, Lee. Here comes the bride. Hold her up, China boy. She's bashful.
She not here. Mr. Driver, where Chinese girl? You know bling her?
I bling her all right. A couple of road agents jumped me about 20 miles out of town. They took her.
Hold up.
That's right, Sheriff.
What happened? They run off all your passengers?
Oh, no riding passengers except the China gal.
And you let them take her without firing a shot?
Oh, my hands wasn't in shooting position. Besides, I'm not going to risk my neck for no...
You mean for a Chinese girl?
I mean what I mean.
It's your sworn duty to protect your freight, and that includes human freight, no matter what the color of their skin is.
Mr. Sheriff, she all alone. They kill her.
I'm swearing in a posse right now, Lee. You go back to your laundry. We'll do everything we can.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sheriff.
Too bad, Lee.
Ain't it awful?
Yeah, just awful.
Keep your head up, Leapo.
Mr. Ranger,
Hello, Lee. We're mighty sorry.
my friends, what you do here?
We saw the holdup. Came as fast as we could.
Why they do this to me?
I think I know, Lee. The lowest reason the human heart is capable of.
Little boy, throw rock, Kimasabi. Me catch him?
No, Tonto. Let him go.
We don't want a lot of Chinese kids in camp. If you want to see your girl alive, get out of town pronto.
It's just what I thought, Lee.
Children don't like Lipo. Throw stone.
They don't know what they like except what they're told. Someone put that boy up to this.
But why?
Because their skin is a different color than yours. It's as simple as that. You see, Lee, children have no prejudice. I've seen them at play. Yellow, red, black, and white. They don't know there's any difference. They have to be taught prejudice by their elders. By people who can only feel big by making others feel small.
I go right away. Then maybe they let her go.
That's just what you won't do, Lee. You can't run away from prejudice. You've got to fight it. It's the American way. And there are plenty of people in this town who will fight it with you. There they go, Lee. The decent people are on your side. You stay here. Keep your eyes and ears open. Write down the names of anyone who advises you to leave town for your own good. Just sit tight. You'll hear from us.
Me sit tight. Me good American.
Silver, what is it, boy?
Him smell something, Kimasabi. Yeah, it's not smoke.
You're right, Tonto. It's tar. Come on.
Why you bring me here? Why you boil tar? What did Lipo do?
You're starting a family, that's what. And pretty soon others just like you'll be doing the same thing. And before we know it, half the town will be wearing pigtails and working for rice money.
You're hitting the trail, China boy, wearing a nice warm overcoat of tar and feathers.
Wait here.
Because we wouldn't want you to freeze in the mountains, understand?
I don't understand. Keep your hands away from your guns. Leapo.
Who are you and what are you doing in that mask?
This mask is on the side of the law. What about yours?
Look, mister,
You're a white man, ain't you?
What's that got to do with it?
We're just teaching this China boy a lesson, that's all. We warned him to get out of town.
You warned him.
It's our town, ain't it?
You don't even represent it. You're just a gang of hoodlums who sneaked out at night to commit a cowardly crime.
What's wrong with getting rid of a Chinaman anyway?
I'll tell you what's wrong with it. Chinese are people. Human beings. They have the same right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness that you have. They were brought here to help build this country. They've done most of the dirty work that white men wouldn't even touch. They dug our ditches, washed our clothes, and they helped build the railroad that opened up this great country of ours to settlers.
Chinese are rice eaters. They work for nothing.
They take the bread out of white men's mouths.
If you ask me, tar and feather's too good for 'em.
I am asking you. And you. And you. Tonto, get our horses. Leap home.
You no drink coffee, Kimasabi. You're very quiet. Something trouble you?
I was just thinking how they'd like a new laundryman in Forgan's flat.
But they don't want Chinese laundrymen.
You're right, Lee. I wonder how they'd accept a Swede.
Oh, you Lee. Yeah, that's good girl. Yumpin' Yemeni, this knee she sure go out of joint. I'm looking for a job. You need good laundryman in town?
Sure do, Swede.
Yeah, that's good, because old Sven here, he need job.
You better see the sheriff. He put the key in the lock. His office is right up the street.
Well, thanks, gents. Thanks. Howdy, mister. You Bain Sheriff?
Yep, hi, Ben. What can I do for you?
I'm Sven Olsen. Darn good laundryman, looking for a job.
Oh, you are you? Well, I think you've come to the right place. Got any references?
Yeah. Sven got good reference.
A silver bullet. Only one man I know carries bullets cast from pure silver.
That's right, Ike.
Yeah, you old Svenska rascal, you. What are you doing here and in that get-up?
I'm looking for the men who stole Leopold's girl and ran him out of town.
Oh, you've got your work cut out for you, mister. I've been out with the posse, and we couldn't find hide nor hair of them.
They're right here in town, Ike. And I think I know who they are.
You do, eh? Got any proof?
You just open that laundry up tomorrow, and I'll have your proof. Hurry. Tom, you help Leopold get a fire started. Sheriff Kane has let the townspeople know that this place is open for business. We've got to be ready for it.
This key is for both doors, front and back. Good luck.
Thanks, Ike. The first lead I get, I'll come straight to your office. Now listen carefully. I'm supposed to be here alone. When you hear the front door jingle, don't make a sound. Stand stock still.
Me no, Kimasabi.
Me Billy quiet.
Good, Lee. Your girl's life depends on it. Tonto, you lock the back door. I'll take care of the front.
Howdy, gents. By George, that bell ain't stopped ringing for 2 hours. Sven Olsen got plenty big job.
Plenty of work here for a white man.
Well, good. That yours fine. You got big wash. Yumpin' Jiminy. The shirt, she's sure dirty. Feels like tar. Smells like tar, too.
That's what it is. We got it all over us. Yeah, tar on the roof.
Sven can't promise to get it out, but he'll just run over to store and get some naphtha.
Good idea. That ought to take care of it.
Yeah. The snee, she yosh like cat. When she's in, she's out, and when she's out, she's in. Well, Sven here all alone. You fellas watch door. He'll be right back.
Go ahead, Swede.
Hey, what's that?
Somebody's in there.
Well, he said he was alone here. Leap-o, that engine.
Very nice. Thank you, Mr. Flyly.
Ain't that the engine was with the masked man that broke up our tar party?
That's him, all right.
Where's your partner?
Me not know.
Don't lie to me. We got a score to settle with him. Tell us or we'll knock it out of you.
Come on, Leap-o.
Where is he? May not know. This is your last chance, Injun. Where is he?
He couldn't get after, so I brought Sheriff instead. Thanks.
What is this?
You're under arrest, all of you.
What for?
Abduction, assault with intent to commit bodily harm, and anything else we can think of. Out.
You can't prove anything on us.
No. I can identify these shirts by the tar I slapped on them.
You?
That's right. And Lipo can identify them by his own Chinese laundry marks.
Think you're smart. Much good it'll do you. You'll never see that bride of his again.
Why not?
Because I sent word not an hour ago to get rid of her, that's why.
Why you do it, Mr. Forgan?
Because I hate old dirty foreigners, that's why.
Talk.
Go on, do anything you want. I won't tell.
Wait a minute, Forgan. We didn't figure out no murder.
Shut up, Friday.
Give me Sabby. Maybe this one would like to talk.
All right. All right, I'll tell where she is.
What's the matter with Forgan? Is he crazy or something?
He's just hipped on the subject of foreigners, that's all. But his money ain't crazy. You want it, you do the job. You don't, I take it back to him. Make up your mind. And I'll tell Forgan the job's good as done.
All right.
It's a good thing you don't savvy English, China Doll. You'd be mighty unhappy along about now. I'll just keep talking to her real easy. You go out the front door, pick her off from the back. Now, what are you waiting for?
You know I ain't never gunned down a woman, Ray.
Look, we took his money.
Look, she ain't even armed.
You're getting kind of finicky in your old age, ain't you? All right, have it your own way. I'll just mosey up close to her where she can grab my gun. Then she'll be armed.
All right, but keep talking to her. Bye, China Doll.
Say something, baby. Even if it's in your own lingo. In out, ching ching, Chinaman, chow chow chow. Something like that. I don't know whether she's going to go for this, Ben. But if she don't, we're going to have to take her for a walk along the cliff. Giving her every chance, Ben. Just the way you wanted it. Ain't even looking down. On purpose. So it's up to you, Ben. Watch your hand. And me, too. Stand back to back. I'll cover the front. We got him. Come in.
Drop your guns. All clear, Tonto. Pick up their guns. They'll never need them again where they're going. Here's 2 more for you, Sheriff. The Boone brothers.
Good. I've already got Jenny Fisher in jail. Friley made a full confession. Lock him up.
I only hope the rest of the town people profit by this experience. There's no room in this country for racial prejudice. It just doesn't belong.
Kimasabi, what Li Po do?
An old Chinese custom, Tonto.
你好啦嘛，你冇事啦嘛。
好好，冇事啦。嗰個人戴呢個係邊個啊？
What's she saying, Lipo?
She say, "Who is man in mask?" I tell her, 呢位先生係我哋嘅好朋友，依家佢係你嘅朋友添。佢個名叫做 The Lone Ranger。
Hail Silver! Away!
The Lone Ranger. A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo silver. The Lone Ranger.
In the great southwest areas of the United States, where thousands of miles of land were patrolled by only a few lawmen, an outbreak of crime, violence, or corruption could occur at any time. That's why the Lone Ranger and Tonto were on the move again. They never knew where they might be needed next. Whether it took them in hot pursuit of desperate outlaws whose bullets sought to cut them down, or set them chasing after evil men who strove to harm the innocent, or flung them into violent personal battle where each fight could be the last. And even on days of quiet, they could never be sure of what lay ahead. Now they were on their way to look in on the Ranger's old friend, Sheriff Bates.
Adios, Sheriff. It was good to see you again. Nice throw, Tonto.
Me think maybe desperate criminal come out back door of jail, Kimasabi.
There are no outlaws in that jail.
And Sheriff Bates not need our help?
He told me there hasn't been an outbreak of crime in this town in nearly 3 months. Not since we helped him capture the Lacey gang.
What we do then? Move on to next town?
Yeah, there are plenty of outlaws that aren't in jail. It's up to us to find them. Let's go.
No use, Kimasabi. This water hole dry up many days ago.
Well, I had no idea we had such arid land to cross.
Sun beat down plenty hot. Look like it not rain here in many months. Maybe glad when we get back to river country.
Tonto, that little lizard doesn't seem to mind the heat. He probably likes it here.
You give me a thick skin like that, Kimasabi, me not mind it either.
We'll head for the stagecoach road. There probably is a water hole there.
Gunfire come from over here, Kimasabi.
The stagecoach is due through here just about now.
Nearest town 200 miles away. No outlaw gang way out here.
There is one gang, the McKeevers. They specialize in committing crimes as far from civilization as possible. That's why the law has never caught up with them. But maybe we can. Come on.
Now it's you McKeevers again, eh?
That's right, Buckskin. It's us McKeevers again. Come on, I hand it over.
How come you're always picking on me? This is the 3rd time this year.
Why not? You're such easy pickings.
Well, who wouldn't be? All by myself and way out here miles from nowhere.
All right, Buckskin. We'll see you soon again. Come on.
We heard shots. What happened?
3 other Al Hoots already beat you to it, mister. They got the gold shipment.
We not outlaws. We friends.
Yeah? Is that why he's wearing the mask?
Don't let this mask fool you. It's on the side of the law and always will be. Now, who are those men and which way they head?
Yeah, I reckon I ain't got nothing to lose, trust you. It was the McKeevers. 2 brothers and a nephew. They headed north for them hills.
Tonto, we have a good chance of running them down. They haven't had much of a head start. Are you all right to drive the coach to the next stage stop?
Joe Briggs's place? Yeah, I reckon so. Not that he'd be much help. No doctors around.
He'll get you in shape. When you get into town, tell the sheriff to get the jail ready. We're going to try to bring in the McKeevers. Good luck. They left the trail here.
The track's still fresh, Kimasabi. They're not far ahead.
They obviously aren't expecting anyone to follow them so soon, or they'd taken time to cover up their trail.
If we ride fast, we may catch up with them before it gets dark.
Tonto, they know this country better than we do. We expect to take them by surprise. We'd better be extremely careful. Let's go.
Ain't that a pretty sight? Shouldn't we keep going, Uncle Seth? All this money, they're liable to send someone after us.
Oh, how can they, Chris? That driver won't be seeing anyone for days. Except maybe old Joe Briggs. He can't even get out of his cabin, though. He's all crippled up with the rheumatism. Now we camp here for tonight, head for the border tomorrow.
I'll get some grub. Chris, get some wood for a fire, will you?
All right, Uncle Ward.
This is the place. The trail leads into that hollow.
Get the eats going. I'm near starved.
It'll be along directly. I'm not expecting company, Kimasabi.
Hold on, McKeever. You two. Stay where you are. Watch out, my bullets won't miss you. Keep them covered, Tonto. The other one's getting away. On your feet, McKeever. Get their guns, Tonto, and we'll tie them up.
Well, I don't get it. Masked man working on the side of the law.
There's a lot you don't get, McKeever. Maybe when you're in jail, you'll understand things better.
Jail? That's what you're aiming to do. Try to put us in jail, huh?
We're not only going to try, we're going to succeed.
Mister, do you know how far it is to the nearest town?
I know.
At least 5 days' journey. You know, a lot can happen in 5 days.
The law tried to take us in before, but it ain't never succeeded.
No, and it never will. There ain't a lawman living don't deserve to have his head blown off.
You're pretty young to hate the law that much, son.
Why shouldn't I hate it? It killed my mother and father.
I can't believe that.
Well, the boy's telling the truth. You know, we was real law-abiding once, respectable farmers. Owned our own land. Me and Ward and my brother Luke.
Till the law moved in and killed Luke and his wife?
Must be more to it than that.
Oh, yeah, a lot more to it than that. Some crooks pulled a hold-up near our farm. They came over and forced us to give them shelter. The law come after them. There was a gunfight. When the fight was over, Chris's ma and pa was dead.
I see. That was a terrible tragedy, son. But can't you see the lawmen were just doing their duty? If they'd let them escape, there might have been a lot more innocent people killed.
Yeah? Tell that to my mother and father in their graves.
You did a good job bringing him up so full of hate.
You bet I have. We've been getting even with the law for 6 years. We're going to keep on getting even with it.
Is that what you want, son? To spend the rest of your life running away from the law?
I'm doing all right. It's you who's going to be in trouble.
You know, I sort of get a kick out of this law trying to take us in. But I'm going to give you a warning, mister. Don't you or your friend never take your eyes off us. Not for 1 second. Don't dare go to sleep. Don't ever trust us. Not once. Because sooner or later, we're going to turn the tables on you. Sooner or later, we're going to kill you.
Oh, that was just a taste of things to come.
What is it now, McKeever?
Nothing. Just admiring the view. Still over 100 miles to the nearest town. Good 3 days trip. It's too bad none of us will ever get there.
You're wrong. We'll all get there. Now get moving.
You drink coffee fast. We not waste time.
Oh, don't make him wolf it in and give him a bellyache. Thanks, it's real good of you.
Keep them covered, Tom. Do something, will you? That snake poison spreads fast. Don't let me lie here and die. I'll have to cut the wound and get the poison out. Tonto, make a tourniquet.
What about these two, Kimasabi?
Your brother's going to die if we don't give him immediate attention. Do I have your promise that you and your nephew won't break away from here while we're taking care of him?
Sure, mister. We'll promise you anything. Anything you want.
Me not trust this one, Kimasabi.
Neither do I, Tonto. You better keep him covered. You, come over here. Hurry up, will you? That snake poison's spreading fast. You want to save his life? Yes. I'm going to take a chance that you're not as cold-blooded as your uncle. You know how to make a tourniquet? Yes. We'll make one. All right, now grit your teeth. This is going to hurt. You did a good job. Without your help, I couldn't have saved his life. Now put out your hands. I'll have to tie you up again. It's too bad you're so set on being an outlaw. With capable hands like yours, you might have become a doctor.
You know, that was a real stupid thing for you to do, mister. You should let him die, and the odds would have been even. 2 against 2. You'd have stood a better chance of taking us in.
That's not the way the law works, McKeever. But I guess that's something you never taught your nephew, did you? What's the matter, Ward? I can't go no farther. Too sick. We better camp here for the night. Chris, give me a hand with your uncle.
McKeever, get off horse. Get over there.
Is he going to be all right?
Well, I hope so. But thanks to your uncle, we had to wait too long before I could help him.
Mister, why did you do it?
Well, what do you mean?
Well, like Uncle Seth said, it's been a lot easier for you and the Indian if you'd let him die.
It's the duty of every lawman to save lives, not to take them.
Then why did the lawman kill my folks?
Chris, sometimes a tragedy like that can't be avoided. The lawman kills because he has to, not because he wants to.
Chris,
What is it, Uncle Seth?
it's real smart of you helping an ass man with your Uncle Ward. Made him trust you.
Yeah, guess it did.
Now we got to turn that trust against him.
What do you mean?
I figured out a way to get him, but you got to set the trap for me, Chris.
I do? How?
Tomorrow we reach Canyon Creek. Now the masked man and the Indian, they're gonna have a hard time finding a safe place to cross. You're gonna tell them the safest place of all.
Where?
Devil's Point.
Uncle Seth,
There's nothing there but quicksand. Whoever's leading's a goner for sure.
Yeah, we know it's either the masked man or the Indian that's going to lead us.
But Uncle Seth, they did save Uncle Ward's life.
Oh, sure, they saved his life so he could go back to town and die at the end of a rope like the rest of us. These are lawmen, boy. Same kind of people that killed your ma and pa. You forgetting that?
No, I ain't forgetting.
All right, you gonna tell him Devil's Point?
All right, Uncle Seth. Devil's Point.
Tonto.
Yes, Kimasabi.
The McKeevers all right?
Me not take eyes out.
I thought I heard whispering. They might be up to something.
If they make move, me shoot plenty fast.
Well, I hope it won't come to that. Something about that boy I think is worth saving.
Him listen to Uncle too much. You not have chance to talk sense into him.
Sometimes talk is less effective than action.
What you mean?
You treat a boy like a criminal. He may behave like one. But if you show him you think he's honorable, he may try to be honorable.
Plenty big risk to take.
With a boy like Chris, I think it's worth taking.
Hope you're right, Kimasabi.
Better get back on guard.
This bad place to try and cross, Kimasabi.
I know, Tonto. We've got to get across it fast. He needs medical attention, more than we can give him.
I know a good safe place to cross.
McKeever, I wouldn't trust any recommendation you made. Son, you know this river fairly well.
Yes.
Is there a safe place near here where we can cross?
Yes, there's a good safe place. It's about a half-mile downstream. It's called Devil's Point.
All right, let's move on.
How is Uncle Ward?
That good. We'll let him rest.
Boy, tell truth, Kimasabi. River plenty shallow here. Look like good place to cross. Me make sure.
McKeever, come over here.
You're one of the most suspicious men I ever met.
It's men like you that made me that way.
That's just like the boy said. Safe place to cross.
Kimasabi! Quicksand!
Yeah, a real safe place.
Son, I didn't think you could be as rotten as your uncle. I hoped there'd been a little decency left in you. Hold on, Tonto. I'll get you out.
Yeah, mister, how? You know, you're in a pickle. You don't help your friend fast, he's going to be dead. If you do help him, you're going to have to take that gun off us. Chris and me ain't going to stick around to see how you make out.
You planned this very cleverly, McKeever.
Yeah.
But you can't win.
And how do you plan on saving the Indian?
This gun is loaded. If you don't get Tonto out of there, I'll finish off the both of you.
Come on, Uncle Seth. We got to help him like he says.
Nah, he's just bluffing. It's a lawman's bluff. See, lawmen, they got to live by a code of decency. They can't shoot anybody unless in self-defense. He's not going to pull that trigger unless we give him cause. Meantime, your friend's sinking deeper and deeper. Of course, there is one way you could save your friend's life.
What's that?
Untie our hands, turn your guns over to Chris and me. We'll help you pull the Indian out. You save your friend, we get our freedom. Now, that's a fair exchange, isn't it?
You know I can't trust you, McKeever.
Well, what's your choice? Watching the Indian die?
You're right. I have no choice. I trusted you once and made a bad mistake. Now I'm going to try again. This time I hope you'll make your uncle live up to his promise.
What about me, mister?
Now, let's get Tonto out of there. We'll need some branches.
Steady, Tonto! Come on!
Hurry up, Uncle Seth. If he sinks any deeper, we'll never get him out.
Stay put, boy, stay put.
But you promised.
Sure, I promised. I'd have promised anything to put a bullet in that masked man. Now they're both gonna die. First him, then the Indian.
No!
You gone crazy, boy?
You said you were going to help him. That's exactly what you're going to do.
But so you could put us both in jail? Not on your life.
You taught me to live by your code, Uncle Seth, not by his. And I will shoot you if I have to. Now you help him. I said help him.
All right, Chris, take it easy.
Grab it, Tonto! Hurry, McKeever! Hurry! McKeever! Now!
You all right now, Tonto?
Me fine now, Kimasabi.
Chris, I'm glad you didn't let me down this time. Thanks. Now I'll take my guns.
I'm sorry, mister. I can't let you have them just yet.
What do you mean?
You saved my Uncle Ward's life. I figured I owed you one. But I owe something to my Uncle Seth, too. He's my blood kin. He's looked after me all these years.
What's he made of you? A hunted criminal.
I know he's done a lot of things wrong. And so have I. But I can't let you take him in.
That's right, boy, that's right.
Don't trust him, Chris. Believe me.
Look, Chris, this is one time the masked man's wrong. Blood's thicker than water. You know that. I'll do anything you say.
Then help Uncle Ward on his horse so we can get away from here.
Why, sure, boy, sure. You're a soft-hearted fool, boy. Now they're both gonna die.
No! How bad is it, son?
Nicked me in the shoulder. I reckon I'll live to serve out my jail term. How long do you think it'll be?
You saved our lives just now. You proved there was more good in you than bad. That's something Tonto and I will tell the judge. Now, let's take a look at that shoulder.
McKeever brothers look plenty good behind bars, Kimasabi.
Yeah, they won't be causing trouble for a long, long time.
What about Boy? You think him stay on right side of law when him get out of prison?
I'm sure he will, Tonto. He's had a bad start in life. He's learned his lesson. I don't believe he'll make the same mistake.
I feel good to help Boy like Chris.
It always feels good to steer a man from wrong to right. Let's get him out.
It's all your fault, kid. We'll be lucky if we don't spend the rest of our lives here.
Maybe it's no more than we deserve. We've hurt a lot of people in our time.
That masked man. Someday I'm gonna get him. Sooner or later, I'm gonna get him.
A lot of outlaws have tried that, Uncle Seth. None of them have ever succeeded. You see, he happens to be the Lone Ranger.
Hi-yo, Silver! Away!
The Lone Ranger.
Hi-yo, Silver!
A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo silver. The Lone Ranger.
Take care of the wounded man. I'm going after them.
I know who you are, masked man. This is Pima land. You're trespassing.
I saw two white men shoot one of your people. I followed them here.
Into this canyon?
Well, I thought so. When I got here, they had disappeared.
And the Pima they shot. If there is one.
Follow me.
He was dead when I got here.
Not after you got here?
This is Willie Moon, member of the Pima tribe.
It's
Standing Bear. Embry's oldest boy.
Well, I'm sorry.
The only other one he's got is a dumb kid.
Dumb kid?
For the last couple of months, Steve's been picking off the tribe's cattle.
Can't the marshal find out who they are?
Marshal? What does a white marshal care about Indian cattle?
Still, he ought to know about it.
He does. I rode him myself for all the good it did. We had to take care of our own cattle. Standing Bear did anyway, being the chief's son. I'll get him to his father. I don't need your help.
Kimasabi, never in all my life have I heard an Indian speak of a chief's son as a dumb kid.
Tonto, he wasn't raised as an Indian. He told me on the way here. He was lost as a child during the war and just recently returned.
Where you find him?
He found me. Well, there's 2 outlaws vanished.
Outlaws vanish?
The solid rock. Whoever they are, they certainly know this country.
What do you think, Kimasabi?
Well, I don't know, Tonto. Look at this.
Made by convict labor, state penitentiary.
I found it where they vanished.
And where he found you?
That's right.
The song of the setting sun. The song of death and sorrow.
What do the words mean, Tonto?
They are very sad, Kimasabi. They say the sun is going away. Slow it is in its setting. Black bats will be swooping when the sun is gone.
The
words mean it is all over. The spirit children are beneath. They are moving back and forth. They roll and play among the tufts of white eagle down. It is all over.
He will not come back. He will not rise again. It is all over.
And you still think we can have peace with the whites?
Listen to me. You say our government cares nothing for us, but they have sent home our sons and daughters who were lost in the war.
And how will we feed them? Our herd grows smaller every day. The marshal doesn't even answer my letter. I say fight while we have something to fight for.
No!
Him make trouble for his tribe. Him a fool.
A fool or a rascal? And I don't think a fool.
We will protect our cattle without war.
Your son died trying to protect them.
My father still has a son.
Son that nobody can say is ever going to be a man or not.
Why does Moon say he doubts the boy's manhood?
Because it has not been proved yet, Kimasabi. There is a test that every Indian must go through before he is a man among men. Alone and without weapons, you must face the terrible spirits of evil. Sometimes the young men die. No man can say how. No man can be held to blame for what the spirits do.
You say your father still has a son. All right, then, face the facts. You are his only son now, so you can't take chances. You must be careful.
I will prove I am a man now. Live or die.
They're the ones I told you about. The ones who were there when Standing Bear was killed.
Chief Embry, I am the Lone Ranger. This is my friend Tonto.
I've heard of you. I've heard you were on our land.
I believe we can help you. I found this where I lost your son's killers, the place Willie Moon found me.
What does the writing say?
It says, made by convict labor state penitentiary.
Chief Embry, who is this man?
My own sister's son. He was lost in battle when he was a small child. He has just come back to us.
Are you sure, Chief Embry?
When he was born, I took this from around my own neck and hung it around his as a birth gift. When he came back, it was still where I put it.
I see.
But now I know who the killers of my son are. Drake and Sloat. 2 white men. They stole some cattle from us before. Went to prison for it. Now they are out, and they want revenge. They killed my son. And you must say so to the government.
I'm sorry, Chief Embry. I cannot say of any man these are the murderers. Unless I can prove it.
You cannot say it about white men, you mean. But you could blacken my name easily enough because I'm an Indian.
You are right, Willie Moon.
No, I am an Indian and his friend.
I give you your wish. Tonight you will face the spirits of evil. Tomorrow you will take your dead brother's place. You will guard the tribe's cattle with your life.
Chief Embry, let us help you protect your son.
If anything happens to my son, I will know that Willie Moon is right. I will lead my people into war again.
Where were you headed for when you stopped here? Because my advice to you is go there.
Tonto, tell me about this Indian test of manhood. What must he do to prove himself?
Him have a strong medicine powder, Kimasabi, and throw it on fire. It open his ears and eyes to spirits, close them to men.
Is he going to be there alone?
Yes, Kimasabi, at a place sacred to his tribe. I can find that place, Kimasabi. I will know it by the signs.
Find it, Tonto. Maybe we can save his life.
Hi, Willie. Hi, Willie. Yeah, you sure stepped into a soft spot the day they put you in our cell back in the state pen.
Soft spot? I'm making you rich.
I know, it seems like we're taking all the risks. Now, stop your arguing. Let's have the news.
The news is good. I've got Embry fired up to the point where by next week at this time, he'll be on the warpath if he ain't dead. As next of kin, the cattle will be ours.
What about his son?
Bright Eagle's going to get himself taken care of tonight by the spirits of evil.
Spirits of what? I don't get it.
Well, they got a thing where a boy goes out alone and wrestles with spirits. First, he knocks himself out with heap-strong medicine powder, so he can't hear anybody coming up behind him. Get it?
Where does this here wrestling match take place?
Come on, I'll show you.
We find sacred place, Kimasabi.
Good. You're just in time.
Yes, sir, this is going to be a real easy shot. Easy nothing. Spirits don't have guns.
Spirits have these, Chief?
Could be. Now, don't rush things when he gets here. Let him work up a lot of smoke with that medicine powder. All right? Keep out of sight.
Hold it!
What do you want?
Bright Eagle, your robe.
You would not dare, only you know I carry no weapons.
Hurry, there's no time for talk. I do not need your medicine. I will make smoke with green branches.
Bright Eagle, your robe will not be dishonored. You'll see for yourself. Come on.
He's wearing my robe. You said that you wouldn't.
Bright Eagle, over there.
If you had not stopped me, I would be down there. My spirit far away, not knowing they were at my back.
Neither will Tonto. If they see his face, they'll know it isn't you. It's up to us to stop them. Wait. Give them a chance to hang themselves.
Yeah, let's give him a little more time. Give him a chance to get real good and dopey.
Go, Tonto.
Can you stop him, Kimasabi?
No, Tonto. Give him his chance. Let him prove himself.
Your word was good. It is not dishonored.
Go on with your ritual. We'll camp nearby and take these prisoners to the Pima village in the morning.
You can't do that. Them Indians are savages.
You call us savages? That's very funny.
These are the ones who stole our cattle and killed my son.
We have real evidence against them now. We'll send for the marshal as soon as Bright Eagle returns.
He will return when the spirits have spoken. These two, we keep them in that corral.
I'll stand guard over them.
Come, friend, let us talk.
Sit down. There.
Chief, call your men.
Hot go!
They must have heard that shot.
Yeah, well, this'll stop them.
Let's get moving. The horses are on the other side of the rock.
Let me kalak ahead!
What happened? They got away. Get the horses, quick.
See they can.
Embry's kid. You might come in handy to trade with. Come on.
They're nowhere in sight. I think I know where we can find them.
No use. We don't find them here.
Through there.
Look, Kimasabi.
Come on.
Hold it! Don't do anything you'll be sorry for. You've only got one son. Now listen. I want to make a deal. You listening?
Willie Moon, my own blood, my sister's son.
We're listening, Moon.
Good. First they get rid of you, Ranger. Soon as you go, we trade. The tribe's cattle or the boy's life.
Our cattle, the life of my people against the life of my last son? Tell him no. He cannot have our cattle.
I'm going to try something. Talk to Moon. Offer him part of the herd. Anything. But stall him as long as you can.
How about it? Are you dealing? Or would you rather have him this way in pieces?
I'm going, Moon. Talk to him. Keep his attention. There must be a trail up there. Our one hope is to find it. You'd better go back to the chief. He may need you.
Your time's running out, Embry.
But if you take all our cattle, my people will starve.
No, not half. We want the whole herd, or you'll get him dead.
That is feet.
Thank you, Blood Eagle. You saved my life. Tonto and I will send the marshal back for the prisoners. They told us the whole story. The three of them were in prison together.
My sister's son?
He is not your sister's son. Moon killed him to get this amulet.
So he could come here, fool you, kill you maybe, and get your cattle.
It's all over now. You can be proud that you still have a son to lead your people in peace. Adios.
Goodbye, Lone Ranger. And thanks.
Hail Silver! Away!
The Lone Ranger.